1964 that required 50 CFS at the head of Centerville Bottoms, which was a calculated location, not a physical location. So that left a lot of question in the public's mind where the water was, how much was there, was it actually there? So with the new fisheries agreement, it doubled those flows in all years, and in wet years like the one we're in, it actually increased that flow from a 50 CFS target to a measured flow of 250 CFS back down at where the Frank Kern Canal actually crossed the river at a location called Fresno Weir. Just off to our side that we just passed was one of our first fisheries program projects, was what we call the Thorburn Spawning Channel, which is a small side channel that comes off of the river at a lower velocity, enabling the fish to have a place to hide, to rear, and for the juvenile trout to actually shelter themselves from some of the higher velocities. Unfortunately, well, I'll say fortunately or unfortunately, we have a number of habitat projects in here. The river, as we're going over it, we'll be going over it again here in a moment. The current release out of Pine Flat is 7,975 CFS. It's just a little bit more than our peak, typical peak summer releases. Our typical summer releases are in the 7,000 to 7,500 CFS range. So it's just a little bit more than we'd normally see in the summertime, but it's enough to cover any of our habitat work that we've actually done out here. So yeah, it's full and it's moving and it's cold. So it's one of those challenges. I think we're running about 8 or 9 degrees Celsius on the release temperature of that water right now. And it's colder coming into the reservoir than it is going out of the reservoir right now. So it is snow melt. Once it melts,